Altcoins, the nicest thing to discuss, if you ask me, when it comes to crypto. Welcome back, guys. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Fomo Factory. Please take that hand of yours, smack that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification. I'm here every day to talk crypto with you guys. The time is coming where we can make life-changing gains, and it's not far from now. I feel like we are already so far in this bear market, and I don't even feel like we are, right? We are. I mean, this is almost the longest bear market ever so far. I'm gonna show you. But I want to discuss a little bit about altcoins, because the bear market might almost be over, if it is, but it doesn't mean that it's the best time to buy altcoins. So what to pay attention to? Well, that's exactly what I'm gonna show you. First thing that I would like to show you is this. For example, I don't want you to get wrecked, right? If we look, for example, and this is just Cardano as an example, right? But if we look at, for example, Cardano, you can see that from the last bull run up to where we are right now, we are down with around 90%, and a lot of altcoins are down 90%. Now, in the last bear market, therefore I'm using Cardano as an example because it has a good history in the last bear market, we went down like, well, 99%. And you might feel like, well, it's not that bad. I mean, if we go down another 9% from here, what's bad about that, right? Well, I'm going to show you what's bad about that. So if we go down another 9% from here, yeah, that would put Cardano at 28 cents instead of 31 cents. Yeah, that's not bad. But that's not how to look at it. I mean, that's 10%, and 9% from where we are right now. But add that extra 9% from the top where we were, and it gives us a whole different story. Look, if we, and the first thing, in the bull run before, we went down 99.46% from $3 all the way to 1.7 cents. That's how much Cardano came down, right? If we now look, if we would do another 99.5% from the top till 99.5, well, give or take, it will put us at 1 cent. That's 30 times as low as where we are right now, right? That's more than 10% from where we are right now. So that's how you have to take a look at it. So, and from that point, it's endless. We will never reach zero, right? Because even if we are sitting at, let's say, 1 cent, right? We are all the way down to just 1 cent right here, right? Where is it? 1 cent, give or take here. And we go down from there, we can still take that cent and go down another 99%. And we are still not at zero. This is infinite, right? So don't get that wrong. Don't just look at the price chart and feel like, oh, it's down 90%, so now it must be a good buy. Always be a little careful when it comes to that. But what I would like to show you is when to buy, right? At least I'm not saying you when to buy. What I would like to show you is when I will buy, right? And therefore, we have to take a look at the altcoin market. We discuss Bitcoin a lot on this channel, and I do that because I know it's a boring asset, basically, you know, compared to other crypto assets. But the thing is that, you know, altcoins, they follow what Bitcoin do, right? Bitcoin first has to bottom out. Then altcoins usually bottom out, and then you buy them. Don't buy them before the Bitcoin bottom is in, right? And then it's the question like, well, when is the Bitcoin bottom in, or is it already in? That's always the big question. Well, that's what we're focusing on the channel, so maybe a good reason to subscribe, right? But first, we need to take a look at the altcoin market. And therefore, you know, on TradingView, you have the total 3, right? And the total 3, this is everything excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. But hear me out. This is everything excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is also stables. Well, when we also have to look at the stable market, this doesn't, like, yes, we can look at these big support levels right here. But is this really where we go down to? Right? Because this is what I showed you earlier, but I want to follow up on that, because if we go down to this first support level, we will drop 43%, definitely. But the problem is that includes stables. right? And stables don't fall 43%, at least. If everything is correct, they don't. So therefore, you want to take a look at a chart that doesn't include stables. Now, luckily, I show you a lot of charts on this channel lately made for Into the Cryptoverse, made by Benjamin Cohen. He has a YouTube channel where he is discussing that, and that's a paid dashboard. But not everybody has the money to pay for that. So I feel like, okay, I'm gonna pay for that monthly, and I'm gonna just show it on this channel as well. Because I might have some viewers that he doesn't have, or I explain it in a different way or anything, right? It's always useful to get that information somewhere else, right? So that's what I would like to take a look at. So let's take a look at the altcoin market, but purely altcoins, right? So if that's a new indicator. He just made that yesterday something, I think. So let's take a look at that. That's the altcoin market capitalizations, sorry. So you have the market cap 1, which is everything, right? That's the blue line. And market cap 2, that's everything excluding Bitcoin, well, etc., etc., etc. Then we also have market cap 4, which is which is also everything, but then no stable coins, right? Then we have market cap 5, which is the same as market cap 4, but no Bitcoin. And then we have market cap 6, which is everything of market cap 5, but then excluding Ethereum. So what does it leave us? No Bitcoin, no Ethereum, no stables. So that's purely what I want to take a look at. So I'm going to remove all of the rest. And this right here is the true altcoin market. Now, as you see, if we go back here, you'll see that currently, according to TradingView, we are sitting at $322 billion. If we look right here, we are actually sitting at $228 billion. That's $100 billion difference. So that's a big difference. That's a third, right? So that's a lot more realistic. Now, if I zoom in on this chart, what do you notice? The first thing is, for example, that if you, for example, take a look at Bitcoin, right? What happened right here? We had the low in June, right? This was the low, this wick right here, 17.5. But we made a new low right here, 7th of November. And we made a new low right here, well, the week of 7th November. And we made a new low, slightly lower low right there in the week of 21 November, 21st, 21. Right? So we made a new low right here. But if we look purely at altcoins, we had a low right here of 206 billion. But if we look right here, it's 207. Here as well, 209. So altcoins overall didn't make a low. So altcoins are still performing pretty well compared to Bitcoin. Could it be, though, that this is the bottom? That this is the bottom? It could be. It could be. You know, to be honest, it's not a big difference. So can we look at this saying, well, this could be a double bottom? It could. It could. It depends, like, it depends on the news that comes out. Everything we know right now, like, the news is already priced in. How people respond to the news when it happens is not priced in. But the news itself is already priced in. And that's the biggest thing, right? If we know that in 1 year, Bitcoin would be $100,000, then everybody would be buying right now as well, right? That's the news. So we price that in. It's more the things that, like with FTX, that we don't see coming. That's all of a sudden, like Celsius, like that it goes to shit. That's not priced in yet. And that could still happen. But one reason for me to believe that we are at least close to a bottom is this. People were saying about FTX, like this is one of the biggest events in crypto. One of the biggest flaws. One of the biggest scandals, which it was. So when you look at how Bitcoin responds to something like that, you would say that it will cause a massive sell-off. Well, of course, we had a pretty pretty hard wick to the downside of like 25% in 1 week. But that's not that uncommon. If we look at the rest of the bear market, we had a wick right here, which was 17%, which was very similar. We had a wick right here, which was 28%, was even more. We had 2 weeks in a row right here together at 22%. We had a wick right here, which was 20%. We had so many wicks. We had a wick right here, which was 35%. We had so much. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to get, to be honest. And that typically marks the bottom of a bear market when bad news doesn't have an effect no more. Because people don't care anymore. They be like, fuck it, I lost everything already. Or I don't have anything else, so I can't sell. Or people be like, cool. I'm prepared right now. I'm prepared. Let it go down. People don't care anymore. People stepped out of crypto a long time ago. These people, they feel like, nah, it's not going to work anymore. Right? They gave up. You didn't because you're watching. So, shout out to you. But that usually is a good sign that the bottom is, well, it's like 25% still a big drop. Like it's not that nothing happened when it comes to the chart. But it's not that big. It's not that big, right? So we might be really, really, really close, right? We might be really close. Now, when it comes to altcoins, though, I feel like alts can drop a lot more. Like if we look, for example, at this bear market in 2018, right? The total altcoin market cap was sitting at $450 billion. At the low, it was sitting at 30 billion. So that's 450. Sorry, I'm stupid today. Not just today. That's 15 times as low, right? So altcoins in general, I don't know why this is going over my altcoins. I'm gone. But it's sorry. It's 15 times as low in general. So, and that doesn't mean that your altcoin goes down 15 times, because it could definitely be that, like, for example, BNB down twice, 2.5x, right? Well, other altcoins, like these shitcoins, have to compensate for that by going down 50 times, for example. So some get wrecked. A lot of them die. That's just the way it is. But 15 times, that's quite of a drop, right? And it happened over the course of January 2018 until March 2020. So that's 1.2 years, give or take. That's when altcoins bottomed out, right? And although, look, I mean, we were already sitting near that level. We went sideways for a long time. But 1.2 years, that's almost where we are right now. What happened after that? It went up, right? I'm not saying this will repeat, but if we have to compare it, then I think we might, time-wise, be nearing the period where we go on our way up again. Price-wise, though, it's slightly a different story. Because, did I do... All right. Because we peaked here at 950 billion. And we found our low at 200 billion. Right? So you already know where this is going. It's five times. Do you get what I'm saying? So altcoins are performing literally 3 times as good as the last bear market. So if we want to go do what we had to do in the last bear market for the altcoins to actually reset and go back up, we have to go down a lot more than that, right? If we want to go down 15 times, so we have 950 million. If we want to divide that by 15, we should be at a market cap of $63 billion. That's if we want to repeat what happens, right? 63 billion. We are now sitting at 280, right? So 280 times 63 divided. It's 4x down, right? So yeah, that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. I mean, let's say this is 80%, give or take, right? Well, that's quite a lot. If we have to do the same, for example, Phantom, I don't know, I'm just picking something random, right? It's now sitting at 25 cents. Well, yeah, if we want to go down another 80% from where we are right now, it will take us around, well, coincidentally, around this support line, it will take us around 5 cents, right? I'm not saying this is likely to happen because it's the 2022 bear market. It's not the 2018 bear market, and everything plays out differently. I think people believe way more in altcoins than that people did back then. Back then, they were way more speculative, and a lot of them are still. But I don't think it will drop that much. But keep in consideration that this drop right here, what you see right here, how unrealistic it looks, that's just as unrealistic it looked a couple of years ago before Cardano went from $3 to not even 2 cents, right? Dropped 150x. It's not impossible, right? It's possible. I'm not saying it's probable or likely, but possible, it definitely is, right? So if you want to ape into altcoins, look, what I would do basically right now is look, just to compare to the total 3, right? We are sitting on tight support right here. We had this as support, the blue line. We are now making this line, but there is not a lot after that, right? There's like a complete free fall, maybe here. But if I really see a coin that I really want and like, yeah, then I'm going to take a part here. Then I'm a dollar cost right here, definitely. Because, you know, if we do go up, right, and I didn't buy anything right here, and if we do go up, then we miss out on a lot. Because by the time you'll notice that it's more than just a bounce and a relief rally, but it's actually a recovery, we might be already sitting here. And then you can still make gains, but you cannot make your 20x, but maybe a 10x. Not a 10x, but a 5x, whatever, right? So in the short term, I'd rather buy here and lose a little bit and buy here again, and then we go up. And then we go, sorry. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm 31, can you imagine? But yeah, bottom. We don't know where that is, right? But it's definitely possible that we do go down a lot more. So therefore, yeah, I'm dollar costing, but I want to keep some money. Oh, even if it's just 20. Look, I don't know how much cash you have right now, and if you have cash, if you do not have cash, I have a video on my channel that says something like no cash. Check this video. I think it's really helpful. But if you do have cash or you have an income because you have a job or anything, it's not that time is like really running out right now. You don't have, you know, unlimited time, but you have some time. But if you have some cash, I would at least keep like 20-30% of that cash for wrecked city, and wrecked city is not where we are right now. Wrecked city is this right here. This, like if it all does drop another 80%. Because then you don't need that much cash to buy at like insane levels, right? Insane levels. Can you imagine, for example, to go back right here, can you imagine Phantom came from 350, right? Can you imagine that this is going to pull a 2018 Cardano, right? Where we came from $3 all the way to a cent. You bought here and went all the way back to $3 again. It came down 150x, but it did a 300x after that as well. Can you imagine that you buy Phantom now, you go all in on 23 cents to find out later that it's also going to 5 cents, right? You, in the long term, you will make gains because I don't believe that it will never go back above 23 cents again. But what if if shit hits the fan, right? And Phantom breaks this right here. This breaks this support right here. And we go all the way in the free fall, all the way to 5 cents, maybe even 2. And can you imagine that if you have $1,000, give or take, and you say, and you keep 20% of that. So you buy all the way here, blah, 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 it's all great, but you keep 20%, so you keep $200, right? Can you imagine buying Phantom at 5 cents, right? With $200. So you have 10 for 50 cents, you have 100 for $5, you have 1,000 for $50, so you have 4,000 Phantom. And then you go all the way up again to $3. Right. You make insane money. You make insane money. Right? And it sounds like it's not gonna happen. Bro, it happened. So far, it happened. There's no reason why it won't happen again. Why it's not possible that it cannot happen again, right? It is possible. And you now have an option. You have the option to completely, if this happens, right? Big if this happens right here, then you have the option to completely wreck yourself right now if you buy too much right here. Or you have an option to make a nice purchase right here because this is looking like a good bottom, but I don't know. But if it goes lower, you make the best purchase of a lifetime. And that will change your life. That's how I look at altcoins right now. So yes, I'm buying at these levels, definitely. I'm waiting for a slightly more of a pullback for Bitcoin because a lot of things that look like they are in their accumulation phase, like Phantom, for example, it's great. But if you look at this yellow line right here, I don't even know, like maybe I should draw it like this or something. But if you look at this, we are ranging between these levels, right? But it's now at the upper side of this level. Well, it's a big difference because we can stay in the range while we go down another 20%. We can buy it for 20% cheaper. We can get 20% more of the same money, right? Plus, if we do break out, then we first make 30% gains. And then we make more gains, right? This little area can change so much. Can change so much. Right? So be a little, and like when to buy. I don't know, bro. I'm not telling you what to do. But when I see like, okay, shit, now it's really time to really buy for me, I will definitely let you know on this channel. Talk about fucking everything right here. But I want to give you one little thing to keep in consideration. Like I just saw it in ADA, for example. If you look at Cardano, stochastic RSI, weekly time frame, look at the oversold level right here. I'm not saying that this is the best time to buy because it could be that it stays here for a while and that the price goes down. But it's better than when it's here, right? Because if you would have bought here, what happened? Well, I can show you exactly what happened there, right? You would have lost another 50% of your portfolio. You lost half of your money simply because you bought when the stochastic RSI was overbought. You lost shit. You lost half of your money. That's what would have happened, right? And I can give you all examples. Look, here, stochastic RSI, overbought. You bought here, and you waited until it was low. How much have you lost? 67%. That's not what you want, right? However, if you buy it when it's oversold, you see what happens, right? This is the oversold territory right here. Well, let's say this level, right? This wick. 50% gains. Just saying. Right, so you can also use this strategy to dollar cost in the period where it is in its oversold territory, right? Because what could happen right now is, for example, we, like I said, go lower, shit, sorry, we go or we you know, go sideways in this oversold territory when it's going down, but then you at least had your entry here, and maybe you make an entry here and an entry here, right? And when it goes back up, right, to this, you know, support area or something like that, you have a average buy of around this level. Just, you know, mentioning something. That's scenario one. What also could happen is that it's now sitting oversold, right? So you buy right there, and then it's going back up. Then you make full gains, right? But do it dollar costing. Don't go all in right here. Again, these are swing trades. You can make so much money out of that. You like, it's a bear market, of course, but if you want to trade a little bit, who gives a shit if it's a bear market or a bull market, right? What does it matter if, for example, let me see where I have that fucking tool. What does it matter if Bitcoin does this in a bull market, right? You get the point. This. Or what does it matter if Bitcoin does this or an altcoin, right? Because still you can buy, and like, it doesn't matter. Again, this is down, this is up, right? Down and up, down and up. Okay, cool. I think you get what down and up is, right? So it doesn't matter because you can always, at all times, buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. Even if the market is going down. In an upwards market, you can do the same. Buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. Like, that's not for investing, that's for trading. All great. But that's what you can actually do, right? So, yeah, just please keep in mind that it's all... Why are you... I'll figure that out later. Keep in mind that every market is providing you with an opportunity if you play it right. So like I said, the stochastic, for example, just look when the stochastic is looking oversold, all right? That's always the best way to go with. So now it is oversold. It's not oversold on every altcoin. For example, if you go to Phantom just flipped like bullish on the stochastic RSI. Great, but I'm not buying on this way up right now, basically. It's not interesting for me right now, to be honest. And also for me personally, because I already have my Phantom back, right? But just go over your altcoins, just check it out, like Moon River, how is it looking? It's going a little bit up, okay. Render, where is it sitting? It's going down, okay, not interesting. Room, where is it sitting? Just going up, okay, I already missed out on a little bit. You can still decide if you want to buy or if you don't want to buy it then. Look, there are so many altcoins that gives you the, like, fuck what altcoin it is. If it's just for a quick buck, then you can do it with whatever, right? If you want to go with the investing strategy, then I would say, okay, just subscribe and I will tell you when I would buy. But yeah, that's it for altcoins for today, guys. I just want to leave it here. I hope you found this a little useful. If you do, please subscribe to the channel. Here's the channel. Ta-da. Subscribe to it, and I wish you guys a very nice day. Oh yeah, please like the video. Like it, man. Bye.